Join us in the heart of Missouri, where we find a unique and popular location to challenge each other.
Are you nervous?
You're going to like it!
That was worth getting wet socks for.
But not without a few unexpected challenges with the RV. We have a bit of a pro-con situation going on. Yeah, I drove down a lot of dirt road. It's bad. We get a chance to put our soft starts to the test with great results.
However, we're on 30 amp power. Normally that means only one air conditioner, but today we're gonna do the watchdog thing.
But first, let's pack up in Kansas and hit the road. We have a pretty short day today. We were a little nervous about getting out, but Cody did amazing. Got it out in one shot.
I way overthought that. I was walking around getting stuff ready to go. So I way overthought it, had us totally psyched out. Then Angela's phone couldn't make a phone call, and we were
It tried to get us down this morning. And
we were just having to do hand signals.
We're excited about this next trip. It was kind of a last-minute book.
You know, we're trying to stay kind of in the Midwest for baby time. And Angela found an awesome campground, so we're literally going somewhere just for the campground.
Oh boy. We have a bit of a pro-con situation going on. The location of this campground is phenomenal. Look at the view. We have a live band and food trucks a good chunk of the week, so that's really nice to have right there. The reason why we came, you're in jail. This is a bike trail that runs over 120 miles. Correction. It's almost 240 miles long, and we're gonna use it this week. The con, this was a really tricky site to get into. Not exactly what we saw online. The electricity junction box apparently has not worked, so we can use one over there. But the good news is, Watchdog says the 30 amp is good. It's cool, it's supposed to rain all week. We may be fine without having to lug out 50 feet of power cord, which is also an option, and they offered that they had power cords to help us out as well. So this one was just a little bit of a challenge, but I still think it's going to be a great place to be.
So you guys know Angela's not a big fan of riding bikes. We do love our electric bikes, and it gives her a way to get out and not have to work quite as hard. So this week I've challenged Angela to ride 40 miles with me here on the Katy Trail, and she's got to do it.
You realize it's going to rain about 5 of the 7 days that we're here.
Or weren't you just telling me about a place that's like 16 miles away that you wanted to see?
Yeah.
Why take the truck? Save the miles.
We'll see. But if I complete this challenge, then one night that they have live music, we get to do a food truck and cheat.
Okay, I can handle that.
Okay. I have one thing on this trail that I didn't tell you about. It's less than a quarter mile up the road.
Oh, I thought we were doing like 15 or 16 miles.
We are, but this is our first stop.
Are you trying to get out of it?
No, this is our first stop. You're gonna like it.
Are you nervous?
You're going to like it.
Are you nervous about 40 miles?
We'll see. We'll see 40 miles.
Angela's gonna give seat post reports. What have you found?
This is boat hinge.
This is boat hinge?
Yeah.
This is wild.
You can find it on a map by boat hinge.
These are some old boats. If you want to ride 40 miles, you have to stay moving for more than a quarter of a mile. But this is what Angela does. About the time we get up to speed, it's
Listen. I know the rain's coming. There's a natural arch up here behind the trees.
I wonder what kind of bird that is.
Used to think everything was a...
No, that's not true. I know what you're going to say. You say I said everything was a finch. I just think all little birds are finches.
But they're not.
Kickstand.
It's almost 400 years old.
Wow. I think our bikes are cooler.
Williamson Burr Oak Tree, AKA the Big Burr Oak.
It's true to its name. It's a big oak. So on a goal of 40 miles, you've ridden 7. How you feeling?
Well, we have to take that back now to get to our campground.
7 more to go today, at least.
Okay, so we'll knock 13 off on this trip, 14 off. I need Santa to bring me some padded shorts, I think. I don't have any cushion back here.
All right, I got Angela through 14 miles of riding today. We got all the way up to see the Burr Oak. It was an awesome ride. The trail system here is great. It's been raining a lot. We really thought it would be muddy, but it's nice and hard pack. It drains good.
Hang on, let's see.
I don't think I have a stripe. I wore all black.
Well, it's not good, but it could be worse.
Like I can wear this again when we go for another ride?
Sure.
In the 7 miles we rode out today, there were 2 porta-johns on the way and lots of stuff to see. But for now, we're gonna go back, catch some live music at the campground, call it a night. It's hot outside. It's not supposed to be stormy the rest of the week, but today it's hot. However, we're on 30 amp power. Normally that means only 1 air conditioner, but today we're gonna do the watchdog thing. We're gonna see what happens. So we got the new soft starts. Let's see if we can run both ACs on a 30. AC 1. Kick this one on. There's 1.
You can do it. Yay!
Running 2 ACs right now with whatever other stuff we have on. We're right at about 22, 23 amps. That's pretty great, and we're on a 30 amp service, and they both kicked within 20 seconds of each other, so good job, Soft Start RV.
Nice.
Awesome. That was totally worth the effort.
Yes. Wearing my hiking shoes on this one today.
We can't stop every mile, we can't stop every quarter mile or half mile, and cameras are going in the bag. We're just riding. We'll see you guys when we get there. So we are not going to achieve our goal of where we wanted to go tonight. We thought by looking online that we could ride to this state park branching off the Katy trail. That didn't work out very well, and we end up here at the end of a long sidewalk that goes into a neighborhood or out onto a very busy highway, which leads into a nice 4-lane, 65-mile-an-hour highway or 55-mile-an-hour highway that we don't need to be on with our bikes.
Well, except for that bike lane over there. But we stand by our decision on this busy road. I'm going to shove my peels in your bag.
Oh, we're going to eat. We're going to eat.
I'm going to eat.
We're going to eat, then we're going to...
I earned this treat.
We're going to eat, then we're going to bike 5 miles back to camp, realize we've accomplished nothing. And,
not nothing. We added some miles to our goal.
We burned some calories.
We're still going to this place. We're just going to go by car.
Yeah. And we're still going to ride 40 miles this week, right?
We'll see. This is a very messy treat to bring.
Who brings an orange?
I thought it would be...
That's my gym bag. Yours already had mud spatters on it from last night's ride. So you decided to trash mine?
Yours was sitting there.
Guess that teaches me a little lesson about why I should always put my things away.
That's correct. Oh, Cody had an owl look at him into the windows of his soul.
This is true. I was riding along a trail and I saw something fly up off the road. I stopped to see what it was. I knew it was a big bird. Looked up in the tree, man, and he was just looking down at me with big old hoot owl eyes. But that freaked me out a little bit.
Owls are creepy. All right, are you finally ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready to go. All right, plan B. We ended up riding like 10.5 miles. Came in, had a bite to eat, and we thought, the night's still young, we can still drive to where we wanted to go.
That's like an air conditioner blowing on you,
It
isn't
really does. I told her to give me the camera. That way if it gets wet or damaged, it's on me and not her, and I can be mad at myself as I traverse these slick rocks.
Come get closer.
Come closer. Oh, wow.
Right? Woo. If you fall, sacrifice yourself for the camera. It's pretty spooky over there.
Spooky cave.
What if there's a bear in there? That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty great. That was worth getting wet socks for. But in fairness, it wasn't even a half a mile to get out here, so I can deal with it for that. Are your feet still dry?
Surprisingly. Good shoes.
Yeah, mine did not do as well.
This was an easy get. They have other trails in the state park, obviously, a lot of popular ones. This is the big one, I think probably because it is so easy.
I'm a little bit regretful that we didn't get to get it done on the bikes because I just think that experience would have been a little cooler. You didn't tell me on the way in here that there is a walkway that takes you to the other side of the Devil's Icebox so you don't have to get your feet wet.
This takes you to the other side. It also takes you up above it. But I still think our view was better.
Sure cooled my feet off. Puppies!
Don't look at it. Don't look.
I come out here to help you unload groceries.
Yeah, I drove down a lot of dirt road. It's bad. I walked out from getting groceries and I'm like, oh!
You are no longer allowed to drive my truck without supervision.
Good. I love having a driver.
I know you do. I love having a truck washer. So that's your task for the afternoon.
Nah. It's just gonna get dirty again.
So just never wash it, ever.
Right. We have been really surprised at how busy this campground is. There are always people here because of this trail. Even when the music isn't going and the store's not open, People are always driving through from early morning to afternoon and stopping here for a little picnic or a stop off. This is a really popular place. So there were some cons to this campground, as you saw, and sometimes it's just your expectations. We get used to these very consistent situations, and so when you're thrown off and surprised, it can get you flustered. Well, I'm still really glad that we came. It's been a nice little atmosphere. We talked to one of the workers.
It really wasn't designed to be a dedicated campground, is what he said. And you can tell it's all kind of built around the venue.
They do have plans to upgrade it and change that over time. The location's great. We're not really that far from town.
No.
And we wake up with that sound.
Yep. But if you like to bike, this is a great place to come ride bikes.
And we know a lot of you guys seek them out. So please don't make fun of us for making 40 miles a major challenge.
And that's 40 miles on an electric bike with pedal assist.
I said don't make fun. We just passed some bikers that stopped in here on their route, and they said, okay, yeah, not too many, just 25 more miles to go. So yes, I know that there are bigger bikers out there, but our limits are our own limits. This is a campground as well, what they call the South, and these are pull through. So as long as you don't have a huge rig, I think these are made for a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
But it would be much easier to get in and out. And ours wasn't so bad if there hadn't been so many people and
the food truck. And honestly, I think part of the reason I was so frustrated getting in here is because I was all psyched out about getting out of the last place because it was super tight. And it's like, when I get out of one of those places, I think,
you did it.
I think we're good now. You just got to stop, take a breath, and make small adjustments till you get it where you want it.
Expectations, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We decided we should probably eat before we go ride because we really don't have a plan tonight. We really don't know how far we're going. So we've ridden about 25 miles, give or take. Got about 15 more to go. Angela has to change out of her white shirt. You should probably do that before you eat sub sandwiches.
I like living on the edge.
Oh, good. We've got olives, too.
Would you like some lettuce?
No.
No? Olives?
I'll take a few olives. Don't put that many on there. Nobody wants to eat that many. Oh, goodness.
Any oils or sauces?
We got honey mustard?
Yes.
So we're here at the halfway point for the evening. We are 6 miles deep, which means we'll get 12 in tonight. Probably could have finished it off if I would have charged my bike battery, but I didn't want to ride all the way back dead, so 12 miles for the night it is.
Most of you avid bicyclists probably already know about this trail, but if you don't, Katy Trail, there's a lot of points that you can get on it. And so far it's been really great. Did you see the little shop with the snacks and the ice cream and the drinks and stuff? You can stop at these little shops. It's kind of cool what people do along this trail, or at least the section that we saw.
And I know for us, we see a ton of bicycles come in and out of there every day, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just bikers come off the trail, maybe grab a bite to eat or a little something to drink and head on about their way. This has been a pretty great trip.
It really has. You ready?
6 more miles, let's hit it. This is really not a big deal. This is just something we deal with when we go to a campsite that doesn't have full hookups. Here we just have power and water. So we've been really conservative on our tanks this week. We've been taking the really quick, like military showers. We haven't been very nice to our black tank, and what I mean by that is we haven't used much water at all trying to conserve space so we could go all week without dumping our tank. That's gonna be something I gotta flush out and deal with here in the future. I know what to do there.
We were pretty surprised that we weren't completely full on our tanks for 5 days.
Yeah.
I mean, we were conservative, but not really conservative.
But something we've been doing is filling up a 1-gallon pitcher with hot water while we wait on the water to warm up instead of just letting it run down the lines. Taking military showers, just doing things like that to try to conserve water in any way that we can. The worst of it is this part right here. This one's 28 gallons, so if that sounds like a lot to you, they do make them in smaller sizes. I just bought the biggest one I could find at the time so I could make fewer trips. This campground does have a dump station on site. The issue is we would have to bring our fifth wheel down here and make this kind of a tight turn. It would be a lot tighter than it is in the truck, and it's pretty tight for the truck. And then we kind of have to curve it around this tight twisty spot right here in front of the office. It's doable, but honestly using the honey wagon just seemed like a lot less effort. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I just made a realization.
How so?
I mismathed on our bike ride.
Okay.
We're a 10th short.
So we're at 39.9 miles, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And you're telling me that when it's about time to leave and it's raining?
Yes.
So you've ridden 7.
Well, we have to take that back now to get to our campground.
7 more to go today at least.
Okay. So we'll knock 13 off, 14 off.
Bikes are still out, you wanna do it?
Let me grab a waterproof camera.
Okay. It's like stuffy. We've got storms rolling in, so I'm kind of glad my feet are wet. You got to smell them though.
Says no one ever. How did this thing get so dirty? It didn't even look dirty until I saw it on film. A little bug massacre happened up here. Battle of the bugs. I can't remember what I was going to say.
Something about the trails.